In embedded 8051C, we have some data types that we'll see now. What are the data types we'll go through it. Hope you can see the screen. First, some widely used data types of 8051. This we had done in the last class. First is unsigned characters. See, after explaining them, put them in this table. Put like table like this so that it will help you to score. So we have unsigned character of 8-bit and it ranges from 0 to 255. Next we have signed character that is also of 8-bit. It is from -128 to +127. Then we have unsigned int. Unsigned int and signed int both are of 16-bit. Fine. In 16-bit, for unsigned, the range is from 0 to 65535. For a signed bit, one bit will go to represent the positive and negative. It will be used to represent the sign, whether the number is positive or negative. So only 15 bits will be taken. So the range will get decreased. Next we have S bit. S bit is only 1 bit. Okay, the size is 1 bit. BIT bit also is of size 1 bit. For S bit is only for special function registers. Okay, it's a special function register bit addressable only. And bit is for RAM bit addressable only. We have that from 20 to 2FH that can be used. And SFR, that is SFR is a data type which can be used to address the RAM from 80 to FFH. So you have to take down this table after explaining the data types. Next we'll go on with some examples. The first example we'll see here. Write a 8051C program to send values of -4 to +4 to port P1. Simply some values they have given. Here important is it has a sign that whether it is a positive or negative number that has to be taken. So the data type which we define here, it is character, CHAR. Okay, the numbers are within the within 255 only, no, so we can go with character. We have not written here signed character because by default it is signed only. If you want unsigned only, you have to maintain or you have to mention it. Okay, here it is by default it is signed, so you just write character and the variable used is mynum. It will start from -4 to +4. So +1, -1, +2, -2, +3, -3, +4 and -4. So always as I've told, the C program will start with the word #include and you have to include this library reg51.h. See, whatever they'll write after writing this slash mark, okay, whatever they write, that is only for comment. It is only for the user. The system will not take it. And after include, you have to write main. So you are not receiving or sending any function. That is what this void represents, void void. Then a flower bracket is opened. Then I am defining a data type character. The variable is mynum. See, this mynum is a variable which is user defined. You can give it any name. They have gone with the variable mynum and it is been all the values which they have told from -4 to +4 is represented here. After closing the flower bracket, a semicolon should be used here. Next, to count how many times this number should be displayed now. So for that we'll go with a variable z and that is unsigned character. Just we have to just a counting should be done. So it should not be assigned. So it go with the data type unsigned. And so we are using a for loop here. There are nearly 8 values here. So for z is equal to 0, z is less than or equal to 8, z plus plus. So 8 times this loop will run. At first when p1 is equal to mynum of 0. Okay, what is first? Z is 0. So what is the 0th value? It is +1. So +1 will go for p1. Next for second loop, mynum of 1. Mynum of 1 is what? It is -1. -1 will go for p1. Since this -1, since it's a negative number, you have to write the answer will be in 2's complement. You have to remember, they have written here, see, it displays the values of 1. Next it displays the value of FFH. Okay, it is displacing the value or displaying the value of FFH. So -1's 2's complement you can do at home. Take the 2's complement of 1. That means first take 1's complement and add 1. The answer will be FFH. So -1 will be displayed as FFH. All the negative numbers will be in their 2's complement. You should remember. So whatever is there in the Z, that will be to the port P1. That is one simple program here. Next here, this is write a 8051C program to toggle bit D0 of the port P1. Okay, D0 of port P1 50,000 times. We had seen that to write that program in assembly language, we had used nested looping. Okay, here simply by using for loop, we can just display it for any number of times. But since it is 50,000 times, okay, 50,000 times means it is more than 255. So we cannot be used with unsigned character. You have to go with unsigned int. Okay, because it is 16-bit. So you should be very careful when you define the data type. So we have gone with unsigned int. So one more extra thing is after hash include, see they have used this s bit, okay, to define the bit. The name of the bit is what? My bit. So my bit is user defined. You can give any name here. S bit is the data type, and this is the way to represent the port. It is P1 cap 0. In assembly, we wrote it as P1 dot 0. Okay, P1 dot 0 we used to write. Now in C programming, you will write P1 cap 0. That is, it is nothing but 0th bit of port 1. It is 0th bit of port 1. So the name of it is my bit. It is being defined by using the data type S bit. Fine, and this is void main void. Next is one more integer. We are taking Z of data type unsigned int. How many times it should run? It should run 50,000 times. What it should happen? It should just toggle. That means my bit is equal to 0, my bit is equal to 1. One more thing I will tell you. Instead of writing my bit, you can just write P1 also here. Okay, P1 cap 0, or define it with a variable my bit. So this is nothing but P1 dot 0 is toggling from 0 to 1. 0 to 1, it will be toggling how many times? 50,000 times. Soon when the condition becomes false, it will come out of the loop. Okay, for loop is used here. This is the example for S bit. Okay, we saw now signed character, unsigned character. We saw next is this int, unsigned int also we have seen. We have seen signed character also. Next example is okay, these are some examples. Next we'll go with time delay. There are two types of ways to create the time delay in 8051. The first one is using a simple for loop. Second one is using of timers. Using of timers will come in your second part of this module. So first we'll go with simple for loops. How for loops are used to create delays. Just one number will be given. It will be made to run some number of times. Here write an 8051C program to toggle bits of P1 continuously forever. Okay, you have to toggle the bits of P1. Bits of P1 means it represents all the 8 bits. Okay, all the 8 bits should be toggled continuously. So the program will start with include, again main. So we want to count how many number of times. It should be done continuously, but with a delay, no? So for the delay, they have gone with the variable x. So unsigned int x. So forever means they'll just put for semicolon. This both are semicolons. No condition is written in the middle. For bracket 2 semicolons you put. Okay, space semicolon space semicolon. If you write, it will repeat forever. Okay, it will be just repeating forever without any condition. So to toggle, what we'll write? P1 is equal to 0 cross 55. See 0. This is 0x55. This is the way to represent the hexadecimal. You have to write like this only. 0x55. So 55. Next AA they are sending. So they are just toggling it. Okay, 5 and A will toggle each other. If this is 1, this will be 0. And they are using a for loop to create the delay. Any number of times. You need not write here only 40,000. Your x is 0, x is less than or equal to 40,000. That number is not particular. You can go with any number to generate the delay. They have not mentioned this many seconds. They have not told that like that. Just they have told you to generate the delay. So go with the word for x is equal to 0, x is less than or equal to 40,000, x plus plus. So this 55 will remain for some seconds. After that it will become AA because it will remain for some seconds only because of this delay. So the delay size is unknown here. Fine. Just we have taken a number and written. So this is to show you that how for loop is used to create the delay. Next, write a see they have mentioned here. Write a C program to toggle the bits P1 continuously with 250 milliseconds. This is important. They have mentioned here it as 250 milliseconds. To use this 250 milliseconds, we can go with timers also. But here the program is written using again the for loop. Fine. So to go with it, this program is tested, okay, for a crystal frequency. This is the crystal frequency of 11.0592 megahertz, 10 power 6. So start with include. See here we have a this ms delay is the function. Okay, this delay will be called here ms delay, and it is sending the value. It is sending a function or a value of unsigned int, that is 16-bit. Okay, unsigned it. Again void main void. And instead of writing for, they have written while here, while of 1. Okay, when we write while of 1, it means that it is repeating forever. It will not check any condition. Always the condition is true and it will be repeating forever. As we wrote in for loop, no, for bracket 2 semicolons we wrote, same like that only we can write by using while bracket of 1. That means it is repeating forever. So what it will do? What we have to do? We have to just toggle the bits. What they have given? The P1 ports continuously. So since it is you have to toggle continuously, what we'll write? P1 is equal to 0x55. We are calling this delay function. This is ms delay. Okay, this function is called, in bracket we are sending the value 250. Next P1 AA, again we are calling a function that is 250. They have told it for should toggle for 250 milliseconds. Then close the bracket. See, just writing this function will not work. You have to tell what this function is. Whenever you are writing extra function here like ms delay, okay, these all are user defined. You are calling a function here. Now you have to tell what this function will do. So again you have to write one more program, that is void ms delay. You are sending unsigned int and variable is itime. Okay, itime is a variable of data type unsigned int. So what this variable will do? In this again we have two variables I and j. Fine. For I is equal to 0, I is less than itime, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than 1275, j plus plus. See, these are completely new for you. See, this itime represents the variable 250. So ms delay is sending a function 250. Now it is sending a value. That value will be assigned to the itime. This is the function. Okay, it will be assigned to itime, and this milliseconds. Okay, they itself the one who have done this practically, the trainers, they itself have found out that for milliseconds the value should be 1275. This value has come directly. They have written it. Okay, it is 1275. That will be used to represent the milliseconds. So these two for loops are put together, we'll get 250 milliseconds delay. Okay, 250 milliseconds delay, that is important. Now if they ask for 150, this 1275 should remain same. Here just you have to write 150. If it is for 500, you have to write here for 500. Okay, this value should be changed. This milliseconds 1275, this number you have to remember and write it, because it is been calculated. Okay, it is calculated and they have come out with this value. So these two for loops are used to generate a delay of 250 milliseconds. Fine, a delay program or a delay function is written in the middle, and that function, it is called in the middle, and a function, what that function does is written here. This is one program where the delay is created. Next we'll see Write an 8051C program to toggle all the bits of P0 and P2 continuously with 250 milliseconds. Again, same delay only is there. So P0 and P2. We have to toggle it continuously, same program. Instead of P1, what they have written now, P0 and P2. So P0 you send 55. Next for P2 also you send 55. Then call a delay program. Next, after calling a delay program of 250 milliseconds, after sending 55, next send AA. Okay, see 55 is 0101 and A is 1010. They will be toggling. If it is 0, it is 1. If it is 1, it is 0. So these numbers are used. Okay, you can go with complement also. So, in textbook, since they have written, I have taken is. So 250 milliseconds delay program is called here. So what that delay represents, that is written here. Compulsory you have to write this extra program. Just by writing the name, it will not work. What this function will do, that is written here. You have to show that. So ms delay unsigned int I time. So I time is nothing but 250 and 1275 represents the milliseconds. So you have to write two for loops for I is equal to 0 and one is for j is equal to 0. So two variables I and j and they are of data type unsigned int. So whenever you write a delay program, okay, you have to tell what the delay program will do. Extra you have to write. Okay, just writing the name will not make the program work. Next, they are the two programs which are used to create the delay. For loops are used. Okay, this number 1275 is calculated and they have written that value directly. Next, we'll go for IO programming in 8051. IO means input output programming. So they have given that LEDs are connected to bits P1 and P2. Write an 8051C program that shows the count from 00 to FFH. Okay, two LEDs are there. They are connected to P1 and P2. So it should count. It should simply start from 00 and it will go till FFH. FFH means this 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 represents 1F and one more 1 1 1 represents one more F. So FF. Okay, that should happen. Just a count is there. So extra thing what they have done here, you need not go like this. First is include, next is ash define LED P2. Okay, I am defining P2 with a variable LED. So instead of P2 I can write LED. Okay, that can be done. Again void main void. Next is it should just count now. So P1 is equal to 0 0 and here P2 is equal to 0. You can write here LED, or if you are not used this line, you can just write here P2. This is nothing but P2 only. This LED is nothing but this P2. Okay. So to the 0 0 have sent here. Next it should be done forever. So we are using the for loop for semicolon. What it should do, it should just increment. That is P1 plus plus LED plus plus. Just incrementing. It will maximum till where it will go? It will go for FFH. It will go only for FFH because that is the maximum count that can be done, because they are of 8 bits. More than that it cannot count also. That capacity is only P1 plus plus. So you need not put any condition here. It will go to the maximum of 1111 1111. That is all the 8 bits becomes high. It will count and it will come out of the loop. This is the this is used for IO programming. Next, write 8051C program to get a byte of data from P1. Okay, you just take a data from P1, wait for half second. Okay, that is a delay, half second. It may be 500 milliseconds. Then send it to P2. So take data from P1, send it to P2. That is the program to be written. So for that, what will start? So there is a delay program. So a delay function is written ms delay and it is sending the value unsigned int. Now next void main void. Okay, that is there. And next we have my byte is the variable that is used and it is of data type unsigned character. See, all the bits of the port are made high by sending FF. Okay, when we send FF, P1, all the bits of P1 is made high, or it is all becomes 1, because to use it as input port. Next, while of 1 means it is like forever. Okay, forever the loop should run. So what it should do, whatever is there in the P1, you are sending it for a variable mybyte. So, and whatever is there in mybyte, you are sending it for P2. In P1, you'll send it for a variable mybyte, and next mybyte will go for P2. That is what they have told. And that should happen with half second delay. So we are calling a program delay program with 500. Fine. So you have to write what this 500 is. This 500 is this I time, and for that milliseconds, you write this 1275. 1275 for the milliseconds. So unsigned int I comma j. So 2 for loops for the delay program. This delay program will be common. You just practice twice, you'll get it away. And this I time is the variable. This is user defined. You can go with any other variables also. So whatever is there in P1 is sent for P2, but with a delay of 500 milliseconds. So this is one program. Next we'll see, write a C program for to get a byte of data from P0. Okay, from port 0 you have to get a byte of data. If that data is less than 100, send it to P1, otherwise send it to P2. So there is a condition like if and else. We write now program in C, if and else. So again with include, next is main. So we'll take a variable mybyte of type unsigned character, and ff is used to make it as an input port. Okay. Next, while of 1 is looping forever. Okay, for that first send P0 to mybyte. Okay, after sending, check if mybyte is less than 100. If it is less than 100, where it should go? It should go for P1. Else, if this condition is false, if mybyte less than 100 is false, then only the control will come for else. Then what it will do? It will send mybyte to P2. Mybyte is a variable. Mybyte is a variable. Okay, some data it is that is sent for P1 when it is less than 100. If it is not less than 100, it is sent for port P2. Simple program by using if else. Okay, if else is used here. Next, last one we'll see some bit addressable IO programming. How to address the bit. Here, write a 8051C program to toggle only bit P2.4. Okay, only bit P2.4 continuously without disturbing the rest of the bits. Okay, rest of the bits should not be disturbed. So in port 2, the fourth bit should be toggled. So that P2.4, this is how you represent in C language. It is P2 cap 4. Okay, P2 cap 4. That is been used by using the bit S bit, that is a single bit. Okay, the name is my bit. What it should happen? It should toggle. So send the value 1 and next send the value 0. That means this is toggling. 1 and 0 are sent to my bit. What is my bit? It is nothing but P2.4. P2.4 is defined first as a single bit. You have to define this as single bit. Then you have to keep on toggling it. Just send the values 1 and 0. And while of 1 represents, it should be toggled forever. That is continuously. They have given a continuously. So while of 1. This is how to do bitwise. Any one of the bit of port. So this is one of the programs for bit addressing. So hope you have understood. Thank you.